Hi folks, and welcome to another video from Not in a Hurry. Today we were in the Copoparra National Park, just outside of Griffith in New South Wales. With its rugged ranges and striking scenery, Copoparra National Park stands out amid the surrounding plains and farmlands of the Riverina. Only 30 minutes drive from Griffith, the vivid, ever-changing landscape of the park makes it an interesting place to visit all year round. There's a lot to do in Copoparra, and we didn't have time to do it all. But the brochure talks about Woolshed Falls walking track, about a 20 to 30 minute walk, Jacks Creek walking track, about 2 hours walk, as well as Store Creek picnic area and walking track, Falcon Falls walking track, and Mount Brogdon walking track, all of these taking between an hour and 2 to 3 hours each. During our trip, we looked at Falcon Falls and Mount Brogdon, and what we found was an amazing landscape, something completely different from everything else that we'd seen in the Griffith area. Certainly think this is well worth a visit. The Copoparra Range is part of the traditional lands of the Wiradjuri Nation. The Wiradjuri Nation stretches a fair distance across New South Wales, so for most of our travel from Canberra on this trip, we spent our time in the Wiradjuri Nation. The actual name Copoparra means kookaburra in the Wiradjuri language. This walk up Mount Brogdon is a little bit more adventurous. The signs talk about a moderate walk. There are definitely some stairs to be climbed, but overall we found it quite doable for a group of people who are not in a hurry, walking with a 10-year-old child and just taking our time. Walking through Copoparra National Park, we couldn't help but notice the amount of white cypress pine that was through the national park. This is a native species, but it didn't seem very visible anywhere else around in the Griffith area. Reading some of the information boards, this whole park is supposedly a semi-arid or dry national park. You can see signs of this, but while we were there was such a vibrant green everywhere we looked. One thing that we didn't see, however, was wildlife. We heard a number of birds when we were close to Falcon Rocks, but walking up through the Mount Brogdon area, we heard very little bird life and saw no animals, although there was evidence of what looked like perhaps goats that had been walking around in the park. Up near the summit, the white cypress started to disappear and the rocky substrate became more obvious. Throughout this area, exposed rock, lichens and mosses started to take over. Something not apparent while we were visiting Copoparra was wildflowers. We were there in the wrong time of year, but I can imagine, and certainly the National Park's information boards and brochures indicate, that this national park would be full of flowers during the spring season, and these wildflowers will have attracted black cockatoos, parrots and honey eaters, not to mention the falcons that are supposedly around the Falcon Rocks area. That's it for our visit to Copoparra National Park. We look forward to coming back there and again. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, where we'll put more information about other walks that we do around Australia. Thanks.